Well, if you plan to buy a new TV, computer, or other electronic device this holiday season, we have just a place for your old stuff. KC24 is once again teaming up with Electronic Recyclers International here in Fresno to bring you a free Recycle-Athon. Here to tell you how it works is the owner of ERI, John Shegerian. Good morning to you, John. It's good to have you.
Always great to be back here.
I just got to say, can I just hang out with you and live your life? Look at you. During the break, he was just talking about how, he's spreading the news about ERI, but also meeting the president and Antonio Banderas, and just what was that like?
It's a great experience. I mean, the president is a real gentleman, and he's really behind the reinvention of our economy, especially using green, and recycling's big, and he's very excited to promote recycling. And the president's just a great guy. He's bigger in life than person. He's wonderful. He's articulate, and I'm proud to be an American with him as our leader.
Yeah. And did you have a chance to maybe just brag a little bit about Fresno, because we are the #1 recycling city in the world, thanks much in part to you? Did you brag about that?
He did want to know about where our headquarters were and how big we were, and I told him, and he said anything I could do to help support recycling in America, I'm going to do.
Okay,
and
good.
So, it's just great to have him as our leader.
Well, and it's also great to have these Recycle-Athons, because this is an opportunity that you give our viewers to really go green.
Well, it's thanks to Samsung, KC24, and we're just happy to be the recycling entity here in the Central Valley, that we get to collect all this e-waste, and our events just keep getting more and more successful. Alex, you've been doing this since the beginning with us, and it's a growing phenomenon here in the Valley.
It really is. Let's talk about just to give people a reminder, what can you recycle? Because I know there are just a few things that you can't, like refrigerators. That's not recommended, but...
Right. I mean, even though we accept refrigerators, on this day, it's everything for free, but it's small electronics, televisions, laptops, cell phones, everything with a cord, your microwave oven, so everything electronic, but we just don't want the white goods, because it gets in the way of, the speed of us helping people with their, going through the line as you've been there with me.
But that doesn't mean you can't bring a whole truck semi-full of...
We've seen it before.
We have seen it before. It's pretty amazing.
You can bring as much as you want, and because of Samsung and KC24, it's for free this day.
That's really great. Speaking of semis filled with electronics, schools usually take part in this and take advantage of this and get rid of old computers in this way.
Yeah, we've done it. We have our salespeople working with high schools all across the valley, actually all up and down the whole state of California. So high schools can be involved also, not on this particular Saturday, but high schools do this all the time to raise money for their football team and their cheer team, or just for academics.
Yeah. Okay, so the Recycle-Athon, once again, is this Saturday, November 12th, 7 in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's really such an easy process. You make it easy, you and the crew.
Right. It's like Starbucks. You and I always giggle because the cars drive up. You don't have to get out of your car. Our team will come up to the car, pull everything out, and you'll just drive off.
Yeah, it's super, super easy. It doesn't cost a thing. And where do all these electronics go?
Well, Alex, I know we've talked about this before, but again, I brought a fun visual today. This is the aluminum that comes out of our electronics from our big shredding system that you've seen before.
Yeah.
And as you know, Alcoa owns part of ERI, and we're proud that they're one of the owners. This aluminum goes back to Alcoa. Alcoa then makes the back of these iPad 2s, and this is how you keep the world a greener and better place. You keep electronics out of landfills, you keep the commodities going back to smelters, the smelters make it into new electronics, and nothing has to go into landfills, and we don't have to even further deplete the limited resources below the ground.
Yeah, and we have to do as much as we can because technology just keeps moving forward so quickly.
True, and let's also remember data protection. Even though it's illegal to throw away your electronics in the state of California, even if you're not an environmentalist or not that green, don't throw out your electronics, especially your cell phones, your laptops, your copy machines. They all have hard drives. They all have your personal data. You want to make sure all your data goes away. You want to make sure it's recycled appropriately by Electronic Recyclers International.
All right. In other words, take advantage this weekend, everyone. Free recycling, 442-3960 in case you have any questions. But head on over to ERI, which is located
2860 Southeast Avenue, 99 to East Avenue. 1 mile down on the right-hand side.
Easy breezy. We'll see you there. John, thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Alex.
Next fundraiser, can I have an invite?
You're in.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this break.